Testing. Okay, the microphone seems to be working. That's good. We should be live. One thinks. Okay, let's get the traffic box up for you all. Oh, there we go. Let's just pop that out of the way down there. Right, hello, welcome. Let's crack on. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear the audio. Let's just double check. It's a new headset, so it looks like some things may have changed. And I also installed IVAO yesterday just to mess about with stuff. Yeah. Anywho, let's crack on. Let's get these aircraft. Let's get these two. We've got two aircraft. We've got one heading for Glasgow, one heading for Edinburgh. Let's send each of these wonderful people a force act. Right, and let us get ready. Nice. Guess we don't need to plug it at OBS. Let's get the YouTube chat thing. Oh, that ain't gonna do it. Oh, that ain't gonna
message on primary.
pop out the chat. Pop out chat. Go put that over there. God, I hate text pilots.
ATC message. ATC message. Message on primary.
Oh my Jesus. What's the point you bloody logging on? Transition. It's going to be Lana.
Message on primary.
Just mute.
Message on primary. Message on primary.
Let's eat a little bit of chocolate.
ATC message.
Gotta love chocolate, haven't you? Just checking that. I think you should be able to hear audio once it comes through. We'll have to see. Right. Alright. Spain Air. JKK. 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 Hate typing. So annoying. Where's this one going? Send it before Act 2.
Message on primary.
Yeah, I saw the thing go up though and it said message on primary, so that's good. Yeah, I saw the bar thing go up and down. Sweet. Gonna eat some more chocolate. Not much happening really at the minute, but you never know. We're on for about 2 hours. So I've got to close about 1 o'clock. About 1 o'clock. Let me update this. Closing at 1300 Zulu. Nice. Yeah, so not much to. Really, just me sat here talking to myself. Got these 2 aircraft. That's a World Car aircraft, so probably won't even be there. Probably be at work or out for a run or doing something. Whatever. It's reaching 34, 8. It's 800 feet above what he's supposed to be, but he's out the way. I don't really care, to be honest. If there was something in the way, I'd be a little bit more concerned, but there's not. So we've just got these 2 coming down into. This one's going to Edinburgh, and the other one is going into Glasgow. So yeah, not really much It'll be quite a challenge with doing it in text. These two coming in similar sort of time, so he's going to be going to Lanark. He's on the Ribble 1 Golf. He'll be going Lanark, straight line basically. He's heading for Tartan. He's got 10,000 feet to lose, which can only be about 30 miles. Right, I told him 8. Let's update that, and I told him 8, so let's update that. Yeah, so he's got 8,000 for 8, 16, 24, so he'll be close. Doesn't really matter if they're not, to be honest. Doesn't make much of a difference. Because I have a small window here, so I don't want to be zooming in and out all the time. I'm going to try and leave you guys with the main view, and I'll work on. If you want me to zoom in, I probably will, because I'm that used to doing it, to be fair. Quite used to zooming in and out. So we're going to have the first one's going to be the Spain Air. And the looks of it, he's a little bit nearer, look. So all we're going to do, so I assume you won't know what I'm doing here, but in case you don't, so my job is to get this aircraft onto this line. So that's the end of the arrival route, Tartan in this case. So we're going to bring him up here. We'll probably bring him, I prefer to use whole numbers rather than like 25, 22, 2. I like to use like rather than like, so I use like 020 or 030. I don't use like 036 or 035. I hate that. It's really annoying. So we're going to turn him 330. Now, if he was a voice pilot, I'd probably be more reluctant just to turn him 220. And then I would have him slow. So he'd go, I'd take him to about there. And once you were there, oops, you turn this on. So I'd have him come up here to about there. And then once you were there, I'd then have him just do, I can't really try and throw it on. I'd have him do a turn. And he's got about 3 miles long. As long as he's below about 200 knots, he should turn fine. 200. He'd turn fine for that. And he'd be bang on the island. But since he's a text pilot, it's a little bit slower to respond. We'll go 3. So technically speaking, if we don't give him any instruction, he should hold. But most people don't do that, so they'll just fly straight heading. Or he probably has the aircraft already set up. The aircraft would fly that heading itself and then turn by itself. But we're just vector. So and I do sloppy commands on text. I ain't gonna write out the entire thing because it just takes too long. So it's just simple. Turn right heading, boom. I'm gonna do the entire spiel. And then this guy here, UNH, it all just takes longer with text.
Message on primary. Message on primary.
Yes, there's a little bit of height, so what we'll do... Hello, Krista, how are you? Lucky in this basis, it's so busy. You have to... Yeah, I don't want to go into a big rant about it, but yeah, I don't. I understand there's the language barrier, and I've always had massive admiration, I think is the correct word. I'm not good at words. But I've always had massive admiration for people that have the courage to come on and learn English isn't your native language, to speak English. I wouldn't personally have that level of guts, but yeah, I don't understand it either. It's like if you fly online to get the more realistic experiences, use the in-game ATC or buy one of those add-ons. It's having two text pilots. Dealing with these two text pilots takes me the same amount of work, probably 5 or 6 voice aircraft. That doesn't mean that I'm not in support of people with disabilities and things, because I am. But it's just one of those things where it just makes it so much more difficult. No, it's just sent through but I've changed my headset and I think it's messing it up. Once I get a voice pilot, we'll be able to tell properly. Then I will tweak some settings. Let me just turn this guy.
Message on primary.
I said I wasn't going to do it 270. Let's see that. He's going to swing wide. Alright. I've got the multi one on. Yeah, he's way frozen. What I want with typing, it's a nightmare. Right, settings. Audio. No, audio. Yeah, I'm not really sure. If we get a text pilot, I'll turn on the volume. I'll watch the stream myself, and then I can hear it and see what you mean. Then we work out how to fix it. Yeah, so Glasgow is 4,000 for 25 to 40. Then inside 25 to 40, it's 3,000. But there is a section here, about 20, which is 4. So let's get this guy down to 3,000. He's turning, he's slowing. He's way out, but Yeah, that's text for you. It takes time to type. What's going on elsewhere? Where's he going? Oh, he's in Edinburgh, so you never know. We might get lucky. But no, the audio for the Aurora is just separated from the desktop, so it's pulling the audio from
Message on primary.
the software. So, yeah, I can't really remember how I did it, to be fair. How's your day going? How are you anyway? You alright?
Message on primary. Message on primary. Message on primary.
Yeah, I'm totally nuts. Did you change anything? The rest sounds okay. No, I just pushed some. I don't know. I just clicked some stuff, so maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Right, he's established. So what are the winds? Winds are 240 at 12. Runway 23 cleared to land. Just chilling, watching some strange person on YouTube. Yeah, that'd be me. Hands up. Oh, I'm nuts. I like being nuts, you know. Not being nuts is a little bit boring. Yeah. What else we got going on? So we got him on the world tour. We got him going nowhere near us. We got him going the other way. We got this one coming to Edinburgh, Tunstall. That's going to be the. Hang on, what's his course sign?
Message on primary.
He's in my list. Why is he in my list? I must have deleted him by accident. He's Yankee Kilo. Yankee Kilo must be that one. Reset. Yes, that's going to be the ton, so. Yeah, copy and paste job now. Where is. And he's missed the localizer. So he's missed the localizer. I told him to turn right. Fetch him around again. He's turning left.
Message on primary.
Right, so we'll have to vector that one back around, that's no problem. Did you change? No, I just clicked some random stuff, so maybe I fixed it. I don't know, to be fair. No, I am nuts. What was I saying a minute ago? Oh yeah, I was saying that, yeah, I wanted to do some controlling yesterday, but I stumbled in the kitchen the other day, so I have a chair that I sit on, because I can't stand for very long. So I have a chair that I sit on in the kitchen when I'm doing stuff. And when I got up, I grabbed the chair. I started to swing the chair because I have to imagine you're facing one way, pick up a chair and turn 180 degrees, which I do. So I picked up the chair and then I span round, but as I was spinning round, my knee gave out with me, which made me sort of semi-collapse onto the worktop. And because as a result of that, I let go of the chair, and the chair hit the cooker and snapped off the knob on the cooker. So
Message on
this guy is
primary.
about 2.5 miles, as you see, so we need to get him to slow down. Turn left, heading 260. Right, good. Yeah, we need him to be 180 because he's only got, if you look at that, look,
ATC message.
he's only got 2.5 miles, so if he's, yeah, you can probably do 190, but with 180, he should turn and he should be pretty good as long as he holds the speed. Yeah, so long story short, that was, I did that, what day did I do that? What day is it today? Today's Friday, yeah. So I broke the oven on Wednesday, so I ordered the part, then it took me, then like an absolute, oh, Christ. I said left.
Message on primary. Oh, well, one thing I was right. Yeah, it did, because when I was taking the oven apart, because I'm still handy, like, my hands are useless, but I can still do some stuff. So I took the oven apart and I dropped a screw. And like an idiot, I thought, well, I can get that screw. So I carefully put my hand in between all the wires to get the screw, Message on
grabbed the
primary.
screw,
Incoming chat
but then
message.
when I pulled my hand out, I pulled out 2 wires. And I've no idea where they went, so I spent 6 hours yesterday trying different combinations of these wires. But I managed to get the oven to work, so yeah,
But I got it working again, so that's good. That's not too bad. Right, let's get this guy. Let's just get him a little bit that way. Yeah, maybe you need to do as I do. Yeah, well, I pulled these wires out. Long story short, I spent hours trying to put them back in, and I managed to do it. So
Message on
I got
primary.
you. Hang on, who's this? To be honest, right, this is why I don't control much. I know other people have said it, but it's like 3 text pilots. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft, and like 60% of them are on text, and it just
Incoming
takes up
chat
so
message.
much time. Just takes up so much time. Right. I'm going to have to step turn this guy, because what he did last time, I've not checked his hours, but I presume he's new, because that's a sort of rookie mistake. I thought it would do a 180, and he just did, but obviously he didn't check, so we're going to have to step turn him. So we're going to turn him first, right turn, heading 090.
ATC message.
So we'll turn him 90 degrees at a time, because I want him to be on a heading of about 200. So we'll turn him to 090. Once he's roughly 090, then we'll turn him to 200. Then he won't just, because if I'd have said turn right to 200, he'd have just set the aircraft to 200. It would have probably just gone the quickest route to 200, which would have been left. And that would have messed everything up. So we'll continue in 170. And then next, so we'll let him get past the 45 degrees, 39 degrees, which he has, and then what we'll do now is we'll do another
Message
continue,
on primary.
right, 200, cleared ILS, 23. Right, he should be grand now. Right, Discord did something weird then. Friend request, who's this? Probably someone that wants to recruit me for something.
Message on primary.
Oh, it's blowing my nose and stuff. Yeah, I thought so.
ATC
To be
message.
fair, I thought so. Yeah, both text, yeah. And now the other one that's overflying, He's text. I hadn't even bothered to message that guy because I'm not really bothered, to be fair. We had one here. Just probably seen me online and then disconnected. She's like, yay. Re-established. No. Oh, too many things open. Yeah, it's not. It's like they just take up so much time. The text pilots. That's the problem. And when it's like it's like a really long debate in it because it's like there is genuine people out there with disability. I myself have a stutter. I've had it all my life. It was really, really bad when I was a teenager. I had an horrific time at high school. I could barely say a sentence. It was horrible. But it's a part of me. It's a part of who I am. I accept it now, and we get on great. You know, it sounds weird, but we do. But yeah, I understand why people necessarily don't want to talk, and that's fine. If you don't, I don't want to turn it into like a political rant, but it's like if you don't want to talk, don't fly online. It's that simple. If you've got some sort of medical condition, then fair enough. But if you've not got a medical condition, then it's just like it takes up so much effort having to deal with text pilots, especially when it's just one, it's fine. When you've just got the odd one or two here and there, it's fine. But when you're dealing with like that situation there, I mean, I could not have done anything else with any other aircraft. Whereas I could vector 3 or 4 into different airports on voice, no problem at all. It's just one of those things, isn't it? It's just, it's just one of those things. But let's just give this guy the clearer to land. Winds are.
Message on primary. ATC message. ATC message.
Microphone's turned off because I was coughing. I forgot to turn it back on. If you're probably speaking, I'd gladly use text from my comms, but yeah, I think a lot of it these days is I think people are flying when they should be working. Basically, to be honest, I think they should be working, but they're flying, or they're doing other things that they should be doing. You know what I mean? So they're trying to be incognito, and then the other people, it's just easier. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I don't know, to be fair. There's a big conversation in the IVAO forum about it. I am not a secretary, or something it's called. And yeah, it's one of those things. I come on to control because I enjoy it and it's fun. But when I get text pilots, it deducts from that fun. Now, it doesn't deduct from their fun. You know what I mean? It doesn't affect them. They're still getting ATC, even though it's through tech, but it deducts from the controller's fun. So there's not a lot of consideration for the controllers. And I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about controllers as a whole. But that's the problem with something like this, is you can't force people to speak if they don't want to speak. But then at the same point, you're ruining controllers' hobby, so the controllers don't want to do it anymore. And it puts people off. It's like, yeah, it's a really weird and a really sensitive subject, I think, to be honest. And one that I should probably not have an opinion on and stay out of, but it's me, so. But yeah, nah, it's each of their own at the end of the day. But if you're going to type, I mean, I think you should ask yourself, do you really want to be flying online? If you're not, I've never considered using text, even though, I mean, I have a stutter. And I hide it very well. I hide it by being very selective on the words. Certain things to this day I have trouble saying. I mean, a stupid word is sausages, right? It's stupid. Sausages. I can say it 1,000 times right now, right? Sausages. But when I go to the fish and chip shop, and the guy says, "What do you want?" and I say, "Can I have a battered sausage?" it just doesn't come out of my mouth. It's straight. It's all psychological, isn't it? But now, I've always had massive admiration for people that dare come on and speak. But yeah, I think more should be done really to encourage people. I think more should be on any stand, Unicom, when parked. Welcome to Glasgow. Yeah, they won't know what I meant, to be fair. But no, it's a weird one. But yeah, there's still,
Message on primary.
even in ATC, there's still certain things that I can't say. So I sort of mumbled them. But because people are used to hearing the same things over and over again, they don't notice, you know. Listen next time you fly them control and see if you can pick them out. Little game there, little interesting game. What can't you say? Yeah, loads of things, to be fair. But no, that's one thing. I mean, to go back to what I was saying earlier, I think that's one thing that a lot of new controllers struggle with. Is they talk the same speed to everybody, and you can't do that because you've gotta learn. Not slow down. A lot of people say, well, you have to slow down. You have to slow down. Yeah, you really have to slow down. But telling someone to slow down
ATC
over
message.
and over and over and over again isn't going to make them slow down. What they need to do is they need to tailor the speed to the person they're talking to. So if I'm talking to yourself, we've spoken quite a lot. I mean, your English is very good, much better than my Swedish. I don't know any Swedish. But yeah, I know I can pretty much talk full speed, and you'd be fine. There's other people out there that I know if I spoke full speed, they struggle, and the problem that you then have is you then waste so much time having to repeat yourself. Because you get pilots saying, the Scottish Control, sorry, say again. And you get that 2 or 3 times if you don't slow down. And but the advice I give is you can't change who you are. You can't suddenly just start always talking slower. But you need to learn to tailor the speed to the person you're talking to. That's the advice I got, and it's always worked well for me, to be fair. It's one of those things where he used to say to me, engage your brain before your mouth. I don't always do that, I admit, but we try. Right, what have we got going on? We have 3 aircraft coming in, which are going to Iceland. They're going to be on the tour, I suppose. Yes, they are. We have another one here going to no idea where that is. And we have one coming up from Amsterdam to Edinburgh. Or as Crystal alluded to be called, Edinburgh. Yeah, so me being me, I'm not really bothered about these, to be honest. They're nowhere near each other. This one's at 38, this one's at 3, this one's at 34. All I'm going to say to them is, well, to be fair, they've already got squawk codes. So, they've already got squawk codes. So, I ain't going to do anything with them. If they contact me, great. If they don't, I'm not bothered. Which isn't probably the professional answer, but it's me, so. Yeah, I've broken so much stuff over the last 2 weeks. My other half started calling me Wreck-It Ralph from the Wreck-It Ralph film. I smashed the glass. I was again in the kitchen and I stumbled. And I went to grab the worktop, and as I grabbed the worktop, I knocked a glass and it just smashed. Yeah.
ATC message.
Adoptability. It's a posh word. You get me to read all these posh words. You're testing me, are you? Adaptability is an important skill. It is, yeah. And also knowing which information is more difficult to process. Yeah, I think that's the other thing. If you can you can tell. It's like the other day I had a couple of aircraft at what's it called, Belfast City, and so for anyone, I don't know how many people are watching. Probably just you, Krista. So I apologise.
Message on primary.
But hang on, message on primary. Let me have a look. Blocks. You just release Unicon done. So yeah, sorry for what watching. I apologise. I apologise. You're watching me. Yeah. To be fair, you never bother because you give me a topic and I can talk for hours on any topic. I mean, you give me a random topic and I can literally talk for hours about anything. And although most of what I say is nonsense, there's going to be probably a couple of little bits of good stuff in there as well. To be fair, but probably more nonsense than good stuff. But yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, in the UK, the standard clearance that we give is basically destination, SID, squawk. That's it. Ireland's different, but so like Edinburgh, etc., it's simply using the long words, yeah. You little words, my little brain. So yeah, just basically standard. So confirm the information. So if your information's alpha, let's say, you confirm that, and then you give them include destination, I don't know, Tala 6 Charlie or whatever, squawk 1 2 3 4, job done. That when you're taking off from somewhere like when you're taking off from Belfast City, it's a IFR clear, but it's an airway join clearance, so it's slightly longer. So it's basically clear to your destination via the airway, and then I think it's a memory after departure. Turn whichever direction you want them to turn to, or on track to the waypoint they're going to. Or a lot of the time you get. Let me go to Belfast to show you what I mean. So fixes. So a lot of the time, people who like do Duffy, which is too close, so you don't get to let people or something like that. But yeah, so on turn left, right, on track. I mean, whatever. Climb to altitude, whatever the altitude, then the squawk. But people are not expecting that clearance. People expect you to say, clear destination, so, squawk 1 2 3 4. You can tell it throws people off. You really can. Anyhow, shut up about that. Next topic.
Scottish Control, hello. Cargo 085, fly heading Berkeley, Bravo Alpha Romeo, Kilo Uniform, fly level 380.
Cargo looks 085, good morning, Scottish Control. Retain current squawk, continuous filed.
Roger X call, ident, continuous fault, Cargo 085.
That's one contact. Yeah, it's not much to do with the overs, to be fair. Just lead them to it, really. If the contact be great at the door, I'm not one of these people that's overly bothered, really. So, we can start planning the other guy, actually, the Amsterdam one. So he's going to be on the AgPed 1 Echo, which is AgPed. Let me... Is he on my frequency yet? Easy AD. Yes, I got one of those. Easy 9-3 Alpha Delta. You on frequency?
Yeah, easy 9 Alpha Delta.
Easy 993 Alpha Delta, good morning, Scottish Control, Squawk 4166.
Squawk 4166, Easy 903 Alpha Delta.
Nice, okay, let's do that, and then let's do that. That's how I know where everybody is going and what they are doing. Yeah, okay. Easy 903 Alpha Delta, it's going to be the AgPed 1 Echo arrival, and then Vectors ILS runway 24.
AgPed 1 Echo arrival and expect vectors for ILS runway 24, Easy 903 Alpha Delta.
We need one of those like random wheels that spits out different topics to talk about. So I hate just sitting in silence. I don't know. Obviously, when I'm not streaming, I don't sit here having a conversation with myself. That'd be nuts. I do sometimes, to be fair, but yeah, most of the time when I'm just sat here not streaming, I don't have a conversation with myself. But I don't know. I think when you're streaming, it's like I don't know. It's like whenever I'm watching a stream, if I just join the stream and there's nobody talking, or I give it like a minute, and if nobody else is talking, I'm like, this is boring, and I just leave. You know what I mean? So you keep never find I'm impressed by people. Yeah, it's one of those things where I've been training my friend. My friend has started flying online with me. We're doing the tour, and I've been introducing him. But what people don't realise is 90% of the time it's the exact same stuff people are going to say to you. So it's a little bit like the VFR clearance, the VFR circuit clearance. So if you take the VFR circuit clearance, right? So there's certain parts of that I probably said this to you in a training session before I resigned. But there's certain parts of that never change. So whole position never changes. After departure never changes. The word runway never changes. The runway number does change. Cleared, left or right, hand circuits changes depending on the left or the right. But the cleared hand circuits never changes. The VFR never changes. The Edinburgh.
Easy 903 Alpha Delta, is it okay if I leave the cockpit for 10 minutes?
Easy 903 Alpha Delta, that's fine. Give me a call when you're back.
Thanks very much, Easy 903 Alpha Delta. I'll call when I'm back.
So yeah, and then the where were I? So yeah, the Edinburgh, it's always not above 2,000 feet. That never changes. The word QNH obviously stays the same. The actual QNH obviously changes. The word squawk is always the same. The squawk code is always the same too. So there's only 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 bits of that entire thing that changes. So as long as you learn the bits that don't change, and you just add the bits that change, that makes sense. So it's the same with the US clearances, which are stupidly long. But once you know what they're going to say, it makes it easier, if that makes sense. I know I'm rambling, I'll shut up about it now. But yeah, if you know what I mean. Top Swiss, he's at Edinburgh. He's going to be departing. Right, so let's have a look. And let me get set up for him. So he's on. What stand is that? There's no number. There's no number. Right, Navigraph. Okay, Navigraph. PGPH. That one stands. He's on. Where is he? 16A. He's below 6. There's not a stand. Hang on. Right, 16B. Right, he's on 16B. 16B is gonna push. He can push facing the north. I think he's supposed to be straight there. Oh no, I think these ones are straight. He can, he's gonna, yeah, whatever. He can just push facing that way. And then for taxiing, Golf Mike Alpha Delta 1. Golf Mike Alpha Delta 1. Right, sweet, done. But yeah, so what I'm doing with my friend is I'm teaching him what they're good, and not every controller says the exact same thing,
Scottish Control, good afternoon.
But it's close.
677-340, Abkat Tala.
Atabula 7677. Good afternoon, sir. Scottish Control. You can retain your current squawk and continue as filed.
Retain 4406 and the squawk continue as filed. Napoli Vola 7677. Is there any chance you have CPDLC today for a check?
Sadly, it's not working at the moment. Unfortunately, I do apologise.
Napoli Vola 7677, Roger.
What he was asking is the text.
The other Napoli Vola 73605 is going to come in contact soon.
That's fine, sir. Thank you. Yeah, he's asking for the little automated. I ain't got it. Where is it? No, it's not because I don't have it turned on because it's really annoying. But it broke, and I keep meaning to fix it. To be fair, but I never get around to fixing it. I need to actually fix it, really. But people don't use it right anyway. It's supposed to be like an advanced system.
Scotch Control, good day. Napoli Vola 3605, inbound Talla, fly level 300, Mach 0.83.
Napoli 3605, good afternoon, sir. Scottish Control. Retain current squawk and continue as filed.
As filed, current squawk. 4404.
Hi, Johnson, hello, how are you? I wish if I was home. Hang on, why is the message not? I can't see it. Oh, there's a weird thing with love hearts and stuff. Let me make it wider. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I've only actually ever been to Edinburgh once, years ago when I was younger. I don't remember why we went, but I remember we slept in a sort of weird camper van, me and my mate and his dad. We went up for I don't know why we went up there, but I sort of remember sleeping in the camper van underneath a bridge, so the rain wouldn't hit the top of the camper van, But yeah, I don't remember why. I'll have to ask him on Facebook, to be honest. It's a mystery. Yeah, we did one of those topic wheels where we spin it and it gives us a random topic to discuss, because I love to talk. I just don't like it. Like as I said, when you join a stream and nobody's talking, and you just sat there and you're like, this is boring. So I talk a lot. I talk a lot of nonsense. But if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask away. And if I can answer them, I will. If I can't, I won't. Simple as that. Actually, this call sign here isn't in my database, so let's get that added in.
Incoming chat message.
So it's EZS. EZS.
ATC message.
Top.
Message on primary.
Swish. Hello, Dan7572. How are you today? I set the whole CPDLC, that's a mouthful of stuff, just to find out if it wasn't used. I think I saw something about it being used. Oh, another join. Welcome. Yeah. I used a couple of people asked me about it, so I messed and I got it installed and I got it working. But people were just using it instead of voice or instead of text. And then rather than just sending me a message on the frequency saying request climb, flight level 380, I'd then have to mess about looking through loads of options trying to find the one that said climb with 380. And it just took so much longer. So it broke and I thought, yeah, I might fix it. Hello, Dan, how are you? I might fix it, but yeah, it was just another excuse for people not to talk, really. And I get it in real. I don't know what it's used for in real life, but I think it's more for like contacting the controller to reduce the workload. To ask them things like Oceanic, maybe getting the clearance or something. But yeah, I don't like it. Not much going on. Yeah, not much going on, Dan. Just me ranting away, as usual, to myself, talking about, loads of random things. 3 overs, 1 into Edinburgh. Had 2 text pilots earlier, Edinburgh, Glasgow. 1 from Ireland to Edinburgh East Surrey online and disconnected, which is that's about it, really. And you missed me going on about how much stuff I've broken in the last 2 weeks.
Message on primary.
Which is 1 glass, 1 bottle of vodka, a Nintendo Switch, and a cooker. You've missed loads of really riveting stuff, to be honest. I have to watch it back later on so you don't miss out. I wish we had like about 50 aircraft. That'd be fun. Maybe 60. Yeah, on the plus side, I don't know why, because back in another one of my rants, I do apologise. Just turn the slider on the volume right down. Back in October, one of the lovely people where I work said to me, "Oh, you've got loads of holidays left. You need to book them off." So I said, "Oh, just do what I normally do. Just book me Tuesdays." And she says, "Oh, all right." Yeah, so she booked me. So I got a text about 2 days later saying, "Oh, I booked you these dates off of these. All right." So I said, "Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for your help." She says, "Oh, I've left you 2 days in case you need them for emergencies." So I said, "Oh, wonderful." I said, "Brilliant." I said, "Thank you ever so much." Then I got another text last week with a bunch of dates, and it's basically the whole of February and the whole of March. I've got Tuesdays off. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to say, are you sure? You know what I mean? If they wouldn't have given me my holiday, but I think some sort of weird system thing happened. And because it's not, because I assume it's some sort of legal thing, because they can't prove that they've given me the ones that I've already had, maybe. So they've got to have like a proof written copy or something. When did you start ATC? I started back in 2001, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2001, maybe 2000. It'll tell me on my profile. Let me have a quick look. So I joined IVAO. Yeah, so I joined. I joined February 2002, actually. I thought it was 2001. But yeah, I joined in February 2002. Did quite a lot for a couple of years. And then I guess it's back. And so I joined 2002, did a lot for a couple of years, did all my exams, got up to ACC, got up to not commercial pilot, the one below it, and then the usual sort of stuff happens. I met a girl, got a job, had kids, didn't really have time for anything other than working and being a dad and being a husband. And then, things quietened down a little bit when kids start school, things like that. So I had a little bit of time, but it still didn't really. I tried to come back, didn't really work out that well because things just didn't. Just working and family and chaotic life, to be fair. But yeah, then about 2 years ago, I came back. Now I have a nice work-life balance. So yeah, but I've not been active all that time. There's a guy in America, and I think he's called John. My vid is 12038. I've never forgotten my vid. It starts with 12. He starts with a 10. And this guy has got like 85,000 hours on IVAO. He had about, unbelievable, he had about 60,000 hours as a pilot. He had about 15,000 hours as an ATC controller. And he had about 13,000 hours as staff. And it's like, wow. But yeah, sadly I took a break. I took a break with family commitments and stuff. So I didn't have. I've not been active the entire time. So it's 22 years now. Right. So next job is get this EasyJet 9 Alpha Delta on the arrival. Get him descending. Transition is 070. Get him down to 8. 080, and then we're going to turn it with the ILS. And get him on the ILS. Job done.
ATC message.
ATC message. EDDK. Where's that? Somewhere in Germany. What they should do is they should make that so it only gives you the notification after in a certain range. Because although I'm very grateful that that gentleman or lady has come online, I don't really need to know about it, do I? ED, so I'm sure ED is Germany. EDDK is Bonn. Bonn, Bonn. on. I suppose he is quite close, but I don't really need to know. So what have you been up to, Dan or Johnson? What you up to today? I assume you're skiving off work, Dan. That's what I assume you're doing. Oh yeah, I went to work for fitness. I know. Yeah. Well, they moved to a city, but I did read the two brothers that own Asda. They've had to pay Walmart a big bunch of money to keep using their system. So yeah, I think something. I have more than 5 hours in see, but seriously, every day I see. Yeah, I've learned so much when I came back to IVAO. As I say, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whenever it was. When I came back, I've learned, so much. Mostly thanks to the gentleman in the chat, Dan. 7572, who is the XUTAC. But yeah, so much, and also
Scottish
he's.
Control,
hang
good
on.
day, top 385, Mike Lima, Roger, check.
ATC message.
Scottish Control, GTA 5 Mike Lima, Roger, thank you. Request IFR clearance to Nice information. We are on Glasgow ground, stand 16 Bravo.
Top Swish 85 Mike Lima Roger. I see you on the ground at Edinburgh.
I call you back.
You have found a flight plan for Edinburgh to Nice, so it's all good. But you said Glasgow, that's all. So I was just checking.
Bye. Edinburgh to the Nice, Côte d'Azur.
That's perfectly fine, sir. No worries at all. Top Swiss 85 Mike Lima. You cleared to Nice on the GoSam 1 Charlie departure. Squawk 6352.
Squawk 6352 and GoSam 1 Charlie departure, top 385 Mike Lima, thank you a lot.
Top Swish 85 Mike Lima. Readback is correct. QNH Edinburgh is 1018.
QNH 1018, top 6 Mike Lima.
But yeah, I learned so much, to be honest. Hang on, we need to be 26. What's he at? 10, 9, 18, 27. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yes, I learned so much when I came back, because when I did all my training, it wasn't, I think nowadays, I think it's focused a lot more on realism, which isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing, you know what I mean? I think everybody tries to go to the next level of realism, which is really, really good. When I did all my training 20 years ago, it was much different back then. We tried. We didn't have the internet like we have now. We didn't have access to all the information that we have now. So we did what we could. But no, I think it's a wonderful thing. But yeah, I learn new things every day, and I love reading. Dan 7572 put a link to a new recap that they've just updated, and as sad as it sounds, I'm looking quite forward to going through that and having a look at it and things like that, just to try and add that little bit of realism. But I also tailor the realism. You know what I mean, some pilots understand certain things, some pilots don't. So yeah, I think sometimes you've got to be adaptive. But no, I learned so much, so it's really cool that you're interested in learning and stuff, Johnson. Really cool. I don't know, 10-minute rant, wasn't it? Which is why people probably don't ask me stuff. Okay, easy 983 Alpha Delta. Continue on the Agped 1 Echo. Cross Tartan flight level 080.
Cross Tartan at flight level 080, easy 903 Alpha Delta.
Let's see how he does. What do you think he's gonna do? Let's have a bet. Yeah, it's still a good document though, and no, as I said, I've learned so much, and especially all the stuff that your brother did, David, who's the current AOC for the XU division. He's done an absolutely amazing job with the documentation for the UK. So go and have a look at that. Go to whatever the website is, IVAO XU or something XU.IVAO, whatever it is. And in the ATC bit, controllers, there's a bit there. Something. Let me have a look.
Dot 385 Mike Lima, and 16 Bravo Edinburgh, request a pushback.
Top Swish 85 Mike Lima, stand 16 Bravo, push that approved. Just the direction at your discretion.
Pushing start approved, stop 6 Mike Lima, thank you.
Actually, I need to take a screenshot of that. Right, let me take a screenshot, and then I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna put fix in the name. Just so I know it's 16B now, but in 10 minutes time, I'm gonna forget. So, yeah. I hate air ambulances. No, it's really good. The documentation the XU has, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again because it's me, and I always put my foot in my mouth. I have no idea why we didn't have the documentation. To be honest, I don't know what the heck they've been doing the last 20 years. I really don't. I don't know how you can leave something and then come back 20 years later and nothing's actually really changed. And then they're relying on one person, which was David, to get all the airport documentation done and up to date. And I do think they did have some, but it wasn't anywhere near as good as it is now. Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely. Oh, I used to hate it. People don't understand. People don't understand what a privilege it really is for me to say to you, oh, do you want to do a flight? Oh, yeah, where do you want to go? Oh, let's just pick 2 random airports and fly between them. And you're like, yeah, cool. And then you just got a Navigraph and SimBrief, and you just type in the ICAO codes, and you've got all the charts. And it's like, wow. Back in the day, it was literally, where do you want to fly? I used to have binders. So A4 binders, like a wallet thing with like a binder. And afternoon, Andrew. And I used to have a stack of binders, probably, I don't know, 3 foot high, with all the printed charts that I printed out. Because you had to have printed charts back then. And yeah, just trying to find charts was an absolute nightmare. You'd literally you could spend half an hour trying to find up-to-date charts, and then you'd have to plan the route yourself, and then, yeah, nightmare. People do not have any idea of the pain those old people went through. They really don't. It was so painful. But yeah, so Navigraph is brilliant, and I think it's worth all the money in the world, to be fair. I wish they'd make it so you can see other people within a certain range. That'd be cool. And replace that stupid big purple arrow with something a little bit littler. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Even Aurora. Find document. Even Aurora easier than IVAC, but many people still using it. I used IVAC, but most of mine was probably on Pro Controller. I'm pretty sure that's what the software we used was called. I want to say we used to use Pro Controller because you had to think to yourself, right, I'll do some controlling now. Then you had to go on TeamSpeak and create your own channel and get the link. And then you had to go onto Squawkbox and set up, and then you could put that link in. And you had to just sit in a TeamSpeak 2 channel by yourself. You couldn't, and if you'd left, the channel vanished. You couldn't just leave it and go chat with anybody else. You were just sat in there by yourself. So yeah. I like Aurora. To be fair, I admit I don't probably use it to the capacity that a lot of other people do. I don't know all the features, but it does what I need it to do. So yeah, I'm quite happy. Right. It wasn't take 3 of them a minute ago. Oh well. It's what it is. That's vague or whatever it is. None of these come. Oh, where's he going? Anywho, what's this guy doing? Let's have a look. So he's just on it. 26. I told him 8, didn't I? It should be good. But yeah, it's so bad. We used to use, I don't know how old any of you are, but do any of you remember Squawkbox? Anybody remember Squawkbox? That's before TeamSpeak. Right, I just need to do a quick thing. I'll be back in about a minute, 40 seconds.
Top 385 Mike, Lima facing north, request taxi.
I'm back. All stations and Scottish is back, in case anybody spoke. I'm back.
Roger, the taxi approved.
Tap Swish 85 Mike Lima, taxi holding point Delta 1, runway 24 via Golf, Mike and Alpha. And again, the QNH is 1018.
QNH 1018 via Golf, Mike, Alpha and Delta 1.
What was the some of you may not know, what was the voice software called they used before TeamSpeak? I can't think what it was called for the life in me. It's going to drive me insane all day. Roger Wilco. That's it. Who remembers Roger Wilco? That was cool. That was good. Okay, let me catch up on these. I know the chat's like really slow and I still can't keep up because I go into big rants now. Yes. That's Andy says yes. And as you get older, these so oh God, mate, my memory is rubbish. It really is. I never forgot how I got trained to do this, and how I got trained to do this is very different from how people
Incoming
do
chat
it
message.
now. Yeah, it's very different. But the same principle. The same principle of getting aircraft to the line, but just different ways of doing it. But yeah, but I've learned so much. But yeah, memory retention is my trouble. If I type things out over and over again, it seems to stick. That's what I did with the VFR clearance. I just typed it out like 1,000 times. Then I wrote it out, then I typed it out, then I wrote it out, then I typed it out, and yeah, it sticks eventually. But yeah, like you say, us old people. Yeah, I forgot how TeamSpeak 2 was. Yeah, nightmare. Yeah. You used to have to. You couldn't just leave the channel and go chat with your friends. You just sat by yourself in a channel. So if you had no aircraft, you were just sat there for like 3 hours by yourself going.
Taxi 85 Mike Lima, runway 24 Delta 1, ready for departure.
Top Swish 85 Mike Lima, surface winds 240 degrees, 12 knots, runway 24, you are clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Taxi 85 Mike Lima, thank you.
See, that mouthful I never used to say. I used to do it the other way around, as that's how I got taught to do it.
Scottish Control, Aero VIP 3, 9 Romeo Delta, with you, flight level 350.
Teliana 903 Romeo Delta, good afternoon, sir. Scottish Control. Squawk 0662 and continuous route.
Squawk 0662 and continuous side Aero VIP 3, 9 Romeo Delta.
He might actually do it, you know. This chap, he might actually bid there. He's got, what, 6,000 feet to go? So, 1,000 feet, what's that, 18.
Scottish Control, Apollo 365, request flight level 340.
Top Swish 585 Mike, you can climb final 370 and, sorry, 370. Too much stuff in my brain then. I had about 70 things in my little brain then. Yes, request just
Station calling was Napoli 3605.
Sorry, last station, say again.
Napoli 3605, request flight level 340, please.
Napoli 3605, yeah, that's approved, sir, 340.
Climbing level 340, Napoli 3605.
Oh, I bet I know, hang on. Am I on the right profile? I bet I'm not. There I am. Right, we're sorted. Yeah, I normally centre on Aberdeen, and I forgot. The shortcuts in Aurora are a game changer. Yeah, I need to see. I don't use the scope much. All the additional information is on my other monitor, so I don't even have to click on people really because I already have all the information. So unless I'm vectoring, if I'm just doing departures and stuff, I can just stay like that really. Obviously, if I'm vectoring, I tend to zoom in and out a lot, which I know people have windows. Like I have a window open now, you can probably see there, but I have one open. But I don't really use it that much, to be fair. I should do, but I don't. But you'd have thought they'd been going the same routes instead of flying together, I'd assume. But oh well. And the only thing I wish it would do, so this guy here, is I wish it would put. Oh, now it is. Yeah, that's weird. It didn't used to put. That might be his route, actually. Maybe. I've not even assumed him. Amateur. Where's he go? He's going there. No Titan's about here. Yeah, he ain't done bad. He's not done bad. Might be watching, so I can't see anything too mean. No, I'm only messing. Yeah, but no, I need to learn the shortcuts. I don't really bother. To be fair, it's like now I know I have to vector him. I'll zoom in. If I'm vectoring more than one aircraft, I'll open a window, and I'll use the window to vector 1 or 2. If I'm really busy, I'll have 1 or 2 windows. But to be fair, I'm very rarely really busy, because if you're doing it right, you shouldn't really be having to vector more than two aircraft at a time. Anyway, that's how the guy that trained me how to do it, taught me how to do it. Whereas you give people a little bit of a delay in vector, just to free yourself up for that minute to get somebody else on the ILS. I mean, maybe not the most realistic way to do things, but that's how he trained me to deal. So if I had an aircraft into Sunborough and an aircraft into Belfast and an aircraft into Edinburgh, I mean, I'd try and slow them or space them. So it's a bit like sequencing. It's a bit like sequencing aircraft for the approach. I'm sequencing aircraft for my time. If that makes sense. So yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Easy 903 Alpha Delta, turn right, heading 020 degrees.
Turn right, heading 020 degrees, easy 903 Alpha Delta.
Z, you mean that shortcut Z? Let's press Z. Actually, because I've already assumed him, haven't I?
Scottish Napoli 7677 request.
Pass message 7677. I can't pronounce that call
Any more
sign.
direct routing would be appreciated if available. Napoli 7677.
7677, direct to Ratsu, Romeo Alpha Tango, Sierra Uniform.
Run to direct Napoli 7677. Thank you.
Right at the bottom. There it is. And easy 903 Alpha Delta. Descend now altitude 5,000 feet. Transition 070. QH Edinburgh 1018.
Descend 5,000 feet, transition level 070 on QNH 1018, easy 903 Alpha Delta.
Top Swish 85 Mike Lima. If you wish, you can go direct Dean's Cross VOR. Delta Charlie Sierra VOR.
Delta Charlie Sierra VOR direct top 685 Mike Lima, thank you.
Yeah, departures. My website generates the squawk code. I've got to fix it. It gave me a 9 the other day, and I read 9 back to somebody, and I was like, but I've got to fix that. But yeah, but departures, that does it. Arrivals. The thing is, it's me. We all know that I don't do things properly because it's me. But I'm not overly bothered about squawk codes. They don't serve the same purpose on here as they do in real life. So like, I'm quite happy to let these guys retain their current one because it makes no difference to me. If they're coming in without one, I'll generate one with Aurora. But I will try that. What did you say? Q. W waypoint. Right, hang on. Let me. Yeah. Yeah, that is good. Yeah, see, I don't tag as much as I should, to be fair. Like, normally what I do is when I'm on center is I give them the star. Once I've told them the star, I'll put it in like that. So I know where they're going, you know what I mean? And so I know because that's there, I know I've given them it, and I don't have to give them it again. And the PH just gives me a reminder of which airport they're going to, really. Yeah, so that's about there. That's about the line there, look, where the... Well, actually, no, it's not even there. It is. There we are. It's there. Oh, yeah. Easy 93 Alpha Delta. Descend now 3,000 feet. And turn left heading 330 degrees.
Descend 3,000 feet and turn left heading 330 degrees. Ryanair, easy 903 Alpha Delta.
I love that. I do that so much when you change call signs all the time. Ideally, you need to tag populator. I don't really use that CPDLC thing. I've tried it. Yeah. I suppose if you get used to it a lot, using it a lot, then try to find I spent more time trying to find where the stuff that I wanted to click was. I just found the whole experience a little bit frustrating, to be fair. That's just me being old and boring. Yeah. What we got going on? Another flyover. He's going away. Is anybody up here? No, he's not even on free, so don't care. Another one at Edinburgh. This one gonna be another Go Sam departure. Gonna be another Go Sam. IBB 06. Departure. Gonna be another. Where's he at? Yeah, he's good at the minute. I've got a little window open as well. I'll just show you all. So he's at 220 on here, a bit slower, so a few seconds later, 2 seconds longer. Easy 903 Alpha Delta, turn left heading 270 degrees. Cleared ILS, runway 24 report established.
Turn left heading 270 degrees, cleared ILS for option 24 and report when established. Easy 903 Alpha Delta.
Alpha Delta. Right, this chap. Here, let's have a look. Oh, I hate when I do that. I don't know ever how to get it to... Oh, stop. Oh, I've got some post. 2 Amazon packages and a letter from Sky, which will be, please come back and pay us more money. And it's like, no, not gonna happen. Right. This one, where is he? So he's on 6, he'll be pushing east. He'll be taxiing Foxtrot Alpha Delta to Delta 1. Done. And he's looking good. I'm not going to give a speed restriction since there's only him. Not a lot of point.
Scottish Control, IVAO P39 Romeo Delta, request flight level 440. Climbing flight level 440, IVAO P39 Romeo Delta.
Microphone turned off again. Yeah. I'll have to try. I'll have to stick the shortcuts on the monitor, and maybe like put a little reminder on the web page that I use to press, because that one would be useful, to be fair. W. That one would possibly be useful. And the altitude, yeah, sometimes the thing is, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because I do the same. I tend to remember what altitude I've cleared people
Easy
to.
903 Alpha Delta, fully established ILS runway 24.
Easy 903 Alpha Delta, surface winds 240 degrees, 12 knots, runway 24, you are clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, Easy 903 Alpha Delta.
I don't have that long left, sadly, because I gotta go. I could probably do a little bit extra, to be fair. I could probably do a tiny bit more. So I gotta pick my other half up. I'm pretty sure she said 145. But I didn't ask her, because she'll shout at me for being useless and not remembering things. I'm sure that's what she said. Let's do a tidy up on the site. But no, I've always enjoyed controlling, and I used to enjoy controlling more than flying. But I honestly think with the enhancements of Flight Sim 2020, I'm 50-50 now, to be fair. I quite enjoy controlling when it's voice pilots. I quite enjoy the controlling aspect because I like the order. And people have always said, "Oh, have you ever thought about like having a flying lesson or going in a real plane?" And I'm like, no, I'd rather go sit in a control tower, to be fair, listen in. I mean, that would whereas a lot of people's dream would be to go to like somewhere and fly a plane or do that. I'd much rather go sit like in Heathrow Tower, listening to, and watching how they do it and stuff, and getting tips, you know. Ooh, let me practice. Where was it? Z. Let me click on it. Let me press Z. It did it. That's cool. I'll forget in 20 seconds, Andrew, but thank you. I will forget. Now, we may do a little bit more tonight, but obviously I can't. The problem that I have is my computer is in the bedroom, and we basically spend all his time in here, because it's so obviously in the house. So when she's laid on the bed watching TV, you know, she's been playing what's it called? Planet Crafter. She's been playing Planet Crafter, which she's really enjoying, to be fair. Not particularly my... it sort of is my sort of game, but she's been playing Planet Crafter, so she's been occupied doing that, so I probably could stream, and maybe not talk as much as I'm talking now, but I could definitely answer questions. I could definitely answer questions and stuff, or rant about topics. I like one of them little wind-up toys where you just wind up and I just go forever, so you tell me to shut up. Yeah, so this guy here is going to Lima Echo Bravo Lima, which according to my thing is El Prat. Rings a bell. MD88 as well. Nice. This is where he just starts to push back on his own accord. But yeah, other than the world tour people. So if you got the chance to be, I can't even read, right? So if you got chance to be something in real life, would you be ATC or pilot? I'd choose ATC. I honestly think I would. I think if I was a commercial pilot, I would get so bored. And I know they don't just sit there, you know what I mean? I know they have to monitor things and things like that. But I think the novelty of the view would wear off for me quite quick. And when you're like flying from like England to Cyprus, it's like a 4.5 hour flight. And you just sat there for like, 4 hours or 3 hours, just like, And I get you've got the co-pilot to talk to and thing, but what if you don't like him or her? What if they're like really annoying? Be horrible, trapped in a tube. They're really annoying. But no, ATC, yeah, hands down, ATC. I'd find that, I think, much more rewarding. They'd never let me because A, I didn't do my GCSE, so I've no GCSEs. And they wanted like good GCSEs for some reason to do that. Oh, you get me on that endless ATC, and I can go for endless. And yeah, and then
Easy 903 Alpha Delta 7 with 2 full vacated.
It doesn't help that I have a stutter as well. Easy 903 Alpha Delta taxi to stand 8 via Alpha and Echo.
Taxi to stand 8 via Alpha and Echo, Easy 903 Alpha Delta. Thank you.
Yeah, when I first started, I don't even remember, because obviously it was that long ago. You all probably remember when you first got into it, or you first got interested. For me, because it was like back in 2002, and I'd have probably been about 20-ish then. I don't even remember why I got into it or how I even got into it. I couldn't even tell you how I got into it. I remember joining IVAO, and I remember VATSIM opening, and I tried VATSIM as well, but I didn't like it, and I still don't like it. But don't get me started on that. And then then like I say, I did overtraining, but I didn't do official training with officially people. I had a guy that sort of took me under his wing, and he was an ex-military controller, and we sat at Manchester. Oh, I don't even want to. I can't even tell you how many hours we sat there, and it was all through text. There was no. We couldn't like hop on Discord or anything back then, so it was all through text, and he basically transferred his knowledge. And I mean, I soaked it up, and I'm nowhere near. I mean, I'll blow my own trumpet. I mean, back then, I was very good. I was exceptionally good. Now I'm not. I mean, I admit that I hold my hands up. I'm nowhere near that person I was 20 years ago, 21 years, 22 years ago. I mean, nowhere near that level, that person that I was.
Easy 903 Alpha Delta,
but
my
yeah,
flight
back then,
crashed just before I was about to park.
Easy 903 Alpha Delta. Sorry to hear that, sir. At least you got on the ground. Unicorn, well, yeah, 122 tests in my late. Hopefully next time you get to park. Welcome to Edinburgh.
Thanks very much. Unicorn 122.8, Easy 903 Alpha Delta, thank you, bye bye.
Yeah, he's just overflying, so I know it's me. I'm not particularly bothered. I'm going to be closing in like probably 5 minutes anyway, so I'm not going to force out the guy just to say go back to Unicorn in 5 minutes. Swish 85 Mike Lima, apologies for the late handoff. Unicorn 122 decimal 8. Bye bye, sir. Have a safe flight.
Switching Unicorn 128, last day, Taxi 5 Mike Lima.
Yeah, but anyway, as I was running away, I used to love the organisation of it all. I used to love the fact that I could dump aircraft on the approach 5 miles apart forever. And not in a straight, boring straight line. Like on the arrival, we sequenced in. So they'd be all perfect. So as they slowed down in turn, they'd all end up perfectly 5 miles apart on the ILS. And thing of beauty, like an art form. I always classed it as art. Arty, art. I'm not saying it right, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I always classed it as that. A beautiful thing to see. No better thing to see when you've got 4, 5, 10 aircraft all lined up. all sequenced, and you're just like, yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? It's a nice thing. It really is. It sounds stupid, but no, it is a nice thing when you look. But yeah, nowadays I've not handled that much traffic for ages, but still okay with the traffic volumes. And now I'm slowly switched to the phraseology. Like I used to just say, like, I mean, Speedbird 123, clear the land winds 2704 knots. Whereas now I do the whole proper thing. Speedbird 123, surface winds 270 degrees, 12 knots, runway, XX, clear to land, sort of thing. And the only thing I know I forget is to say altitude when I'm supposed to say altitude. I always forget. When you're descending, I tend to say Speedbird 123 descend 5,000 feet, and transition QNH. I know I'm supposed to say Speedbird 123 descend to altitude. What else is there? You know what I mean? My brain just don't switch to that. But eventually it will. I say it sometimes. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. And I know when I've not. So I'm like, idiot. But yeah, everybody has like I was watching a guy the other day. I won't say who, but I was watching a guy who I know quite well the other day do some controlling, and he was like, "How did I do? How did I do?" And I was like, "You did." I mean, it makes no difference what I thought, how you did, because yeah, I wouldn't have done what you did. You wouldn't do what I do, but that doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong, or that you're wrong and I'm right. So it's like just believing yourself. Enjoy what you're doing, believe in yourself. Don't worry about what other people think. Do what you're being shown to do. Do what works for you, and just enjoy it. I mean, it's in the day, it's a hobby, and if you don't enjoy it, I did want to get this one at Edinburgh out before I closed, but it'll probably be my other half as a habit of finishing work a bit. What was that on my calendar? I said a bad word then. Oh no, it says tube lanes. That must be one for my other half. Let me have a drink. Yeah, I never take it super seriously. I try and say what I'm supposed to say. I know I don't always say it, but I'm trying. And I always try to give people the best possible experience with their skill that I can give them. And by their skill, I'm not gonna overcomplicate things. It's like you'll never hear me say Speedbird 123 turn left, heading 050 degrees, and then a minute later go turn right 052 degrees, turn right 054 degrees. Never. I mean, I give one and then I adjust from that. If I have to adjust the rest of them, I will. But little things. But everybody's different. I mean, like I said to him, I said, yeah, I wouldn't have done it how you did it. I'm not going to tell you how I would do it because that's not important. I mean, how you did it was perfectly fine. There was nothing wrong with how you did it. It just wasn't how I would do it. But as I said a minute ago, that doesn't make it wrong. That doesn't make me some sort of messiah or. I don't have all the answers. I don't even know my own name half the time. I don't. Oh, totally nuts. Where are these going? Oh, they're up to Pemos. Nice. Now, somebody asked me the other day, because, I mean, for those of you that don't know, I was a TA for the XU division. And somebody asked me the other day if I miss it, and I honestly don't. I honestly thought I would, right? I honestly thought I'd miss it a little bit, but I honestly don't. It's nice to not have the sense of obligation. Nobody put that obligation on me except for myself. I'll always say this. Nobody said to me, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that. I put, when I'm a part of something, I impose things on myself. And yeah, it's so nice to not have that expectation, really. It's really good. Oh, come on, plane on the ground. I want to try and get you in the air before I have to go. And I have to go in about 5 minutes. But no, I've really enjoyed chatting with you all. It's like, to be honest, normally I'd be sat here. I never sat here. I never sit here twiddling my thumbs. I always sit here doing 18 different things. But it's been nice to not be doing loads of stuff and to be able to have a chat with some people. And yeah, it's been fun. But I do need to stream more because I do enjoy it. I do love to talk, and I do enjoy streaming. I think it's sort of fun. And I watch people stream ATC, and I quite like watching people do it. And I find it interesting to see all the different ways that people do stuff. But I just don't like ones where people don't say much. I like noise. Yeah, that's my thing, is I like noise. But no, it's been wonderful having you all here. I've really appreciated it. It's been really fun. I will be closing in about 5 minutes, so I'll put the notification on, but I'll be closing on the ATC thing. And I have to go get the clothes out of the washing machine and put them on the hooks before I have to go pick her up. I've not even handed off these guys to Unicorn. Right, he's text. How do we say this? Nap. No, that's not right, is it?
Unicorn 122 decimal 8, Napoleon 3605, thank you very much, bye bye.
3605 Heavy Roger. Thank you for playing, sir. Have a wonderful landing. Bye bye.
To you, man. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Napavula 6777. Same for yourself. So Unicorn 122 decimal. Have a safe flight. Bye bye.
228, Napavula 7627. You have a good day too. Bye bye.
Start handing people off. They're a little bit close, but they're miles apart. So that's a situation that I see a lot. And I like how different people handle it differently. You know, because for me, right, he's 420, he's 360. He's gonna overtake him underneath. But he's above him. So if they were like down here and they were landing at Edinburgh or whatever, I wouldn't necessarily do anything with them, to be honest. I'd just leave them. And I'd see if this one should. 422, 360, that's 80, no, 40, 60 difference. Should overtake. So once they overtake, it makes it easier. Otherwise, you've got to be watching this one descend through this one's path.
Scottish Control, good day. Iberian 063 at Edinburgh, Echo Papa Golf Hotel. Request clearance to Barcelona.
Barrier 063, good afternoon, sir. Scottish Control. You're cleared to your destination on the GoSam 1 Charlie departure. Squawk 7255.
Okay, so for Iberia 063, we are clear to destination via Gotham 1 Charlie departure. Runway news is 24, correction 24, and squawking on 7255.
Iberia 063, readback is correct, sir. Runway 24 indeed, and the Edinburgh QNH is 1018.
1018, I think because I forgot to say the QNH code.
You're very welcome, Krista, and thank you for watching, and thank you for your input. It's one of those things where, even though I'm quite happy to just sit here and just talk to myself about nonsensical things that pop into my head, it's nice to have somebody to actually talk to ask questions and get answers. So yeah, so I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the stream, and really grateful for you for the input as well. Really nice of you. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. We'll try and get this Iberia. I don't like to close while I've got an aircraft doing something. I don't really care about ones that are just flying over. You know what I mean? Don't really care about them too much. Not if I have to close, I have to close. I mean, but when I've got one that's arriving or one that's departing, I try and hang on if I can, get them out. We'll give this guy another 5 minutes. I know I keep saying I'm going to close in 5 minutes, and I will eventually close. But yeah, try and get this last one out. He has been sat on the ground for quite a while, in my defence, so... Yeah, thank you, Johnson. Thank you very much for watching, and also for your comments. And Andrew, thank you again, mate. Have a wonderful day, all of you. I'm gonna hang on and try and get this Iberia out. But if he's not out, if he's not taken off by 1:15, I am gonna have to just close on him. If we can just get him to the runway, if we can just get him his takeoff clearance, that'd be really good. I'd be pleased with that. Give him 5 minutes. I don't want to rush him. I don't want to tell him I'm going to close. I don't even feel like he has to rush. Some people do the whole GSX thing and the checklist thing. So we'll see. We'll give him 4 minutes. But no, I'm definitely I'm working because I'm working tomorrow, and then Sunday she's at home. But yeah, when she's at work on a Wednesday, she's at work on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. But those are the days that I also have to do my housework. Because of my mobility, the housework takes me longer than it'd take a normal person. So like vacuuming the house would probably take a normal person 5 minutes. It takes me about 45 minutes because I have to do a room at a time and I have to rest in between. But so I waste so much time trying to do the jobs when I should try and get it done a little bit quicker, and then I could stream, which would be fun. And I want to do some more flying as well. I want to do some more flying. I've missed doing my VFR streams, a little sightseeing ones that I used to do. And I tried VR yesterday. But I'll tell you what, I'll shut up and I'll tell you the VR story in the next stream. Bit of a cliffhanger there, isn't there? It's not much of a cliffhanger, I know, but a little bit of a cliffhanger for you all. Come back if you want to find out what I did in VR. Yeah. Right, we're good. Yeah, we're not going to get this guy out in time, are we? We're not going to. We're not going to, sadly. I'll have to just, might get him pushed back, maybe. We'll see. We'll give him he's still got 3 minutes, so we'll wait. But no, I'll try and do another stream soon, but it's not going to probably be before Wednesday. Because I don't think she's going out. I could possibly stream, as long as if she's playing her game, I could potentially, because she has a headset on then. But if she's just sat there watching TV, then she gets annoyed with me talking a lot. So yeah, but if she's playing the game, I might sneak on for a couple of hours one night. I'll get a bit more traffic, but to be fair, I'm quite happy with the traffic that I got. To be honest, and it's not like I could do London. I'm able to do London if I want, and I probably should. I might do London one stream. I'll have to get one of those Paul. I don't know how to do anything. I'll have to ask somebody.
Scottish Control, Heavy Racer 63. We are ready for push and start.
Wrong button. Period 063 stand 6. Push that approved face the east.
We approve to the east, Heavy Racer 63.
I'm gonna have to wait now. I'm gonna have to give it another couple of minutes trying to get him to the runway. We'll have to do it. Yeah, we'll have to do it. This is my problem. This is why when I say I'm going to close in 5 minutes, I don't, because I'm just. He probably won't care if I close, but I care, We'll try and get him airborne if we can. How long have we even been on for? I've done 2 hours and 14 minutes. I was one into Edinburgh now, we're Glasgow, and I can't wait for everybody, unfortunately. I wish I could. But no, we'll have to see. I'll try and get this guy's not even moving yet, though. Lesson there for you. Don't call for pushback until you've requested the tug. And once the tug says, which way do you want to push, in GSX especially, then do it. I'm usually open on Newcastle Airport or Edinburgh. Is Newcastle under London? No, Newcastle's under Scottish. So I don't have the airports as long as I just know where they are. That one there. So if I draw a line through it, let me do the multi. So that's Newcastle there. That one there. That's Newcastle. That's Teesside. That's Gleaming, whatever it is, military base. So the border is just here. This is Leeds, Bradford. This is Blackpool, Manchester. Yeah, I wish it did come down here, to be fair. I really wish it did. Come to be fair, I'd like just a big one that just does everything, to be honest. I'd like a big one. Yeah, that just did everything. But I would like Scottish to come down to here. If you look at all the charts in real life, and like if you look at the charts for Manchester, it says contact Scottish. So it'd be nice. It just give a couple more pies, because it's like somebody. I'm going to go on a rant again. Now sorry, I'm going to go on a rant very quickly. Somebody asked me why I don't do approach or tower, and they said, "Oh, do you think you're a boat?" And I said, "No, I don't. No, that isn't it at all. The rank that I am, I've always believed that you do the position, the highest position that your rank allows you to do. So I can sit on Scottish and I can enhance 10 people's experience, say, yeah? If I sit on Scottish and I get 10 pilots, I've enhanced 10 people's flights. If I sit on Edinburgh Approach, I would have only had 2 aircraft. And then these departures, you know? So I'd have, for 6 people, would have lost out. I mean, 6 pilots would have not had any ATC. And I know that's a weird mentality, I know. But it's my weird mentality. It really is. Iberia 063, I do have to close very soon, sir. I don't want to rush you. If you want to get airborne before I go, I'm going to have to close in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, sir. We expedite as quick as possible. Anyway, if you have to close, no problem. We just let us know when you have to close.
063, Roger, sir. I will do this. I don't want to rush you, but just thought I'd let you know.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's one of those things. The whole Manchester thing is, it's like it doesn't get massive amounts of traffic, so it won't be much of a big deal to take it in for me anyway. And then it's like, if London did come online, London could have it back or whatever. I don't think it really matters. I don't think most people that do London care about Manchester anyway. I think they'd rather just do with Southern, because that's where most of the action is. London sort of area. So I don't think really people bother. And I've seen a couple of people come on London South and London, whatever it is, the terminal thing, rather than TT all, which is like, but yeah, that's just me. But yeah, it just give, you know what I mean, because I prefer Scottish, not because it's quieter, because people always say that. I prefer Scottish because nobody cares about Scottish. If I come on as London all, and I do 3 hours, and I build traffic, I've had people come on as London South, and then they take all that traffic away. Then I'm just sat there twiddling my thumbs. I mean, that's happened to me a couple of times, and it's just like, So I sit on Scottish. Nobody bothers me on Scottish, you know what I mean? Nobody really cares about Scottish. No one's going to log on. Although Scottish does have the same split.
We're ready for taxi.
Figure 063, taxi holding point Delta 1 via Foxtrot Alpha Delta. I think I pushed the wrong
Delta
button.
1 via Fox Alpha and Delta runway 24.
See, I know I didn't say the runway then. I said it on the first time, I was muted. So then I panicked and said it again. Yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? I think at some point you have to. For me, it's. I suppose the argument is, on one hand, you've got trying to be realistic. On the other hand, you've got trying to do what works with the members that you've got. And then keeping a fluidness so you can evolve, or if you need to. I think a static thing where you just, this is what it is forever. Yeah, you gotta have, I mean, the change. It's like, the UK's not terribly busy, so absorbing Manchester into Scottish when Scottish is online, I mean, to me makes sense, because it gives for people that do Scottish, I know Andrew, if you're still here. I know you do Scottish now and again. So it gives us something else to do, and it takes the pressure off some of the London controllers that struggle to do the whole thing. And it just makes it a little bit easier. But it is what it is, isn't it? Like I say, I'd like to have a go at doing the entire thing. I think that'd be interesting. To be honest, it's not like it's terribly busy now. It's like what there's. I mean, they're out of. That one's out of Birmingham. He's the one that came out of Edinburgh. He's out of Heathrow. That's not too bad. He's out of Stansted. He's going from. He's going to East Midlands, yeah. He's heading up. He's on the world tour. He's heading to somewhere down here. Yeah, but no, it is what it is, isn't it? It's just.
Iberia 063, we're ready for departure.
I think I may have pushed the wrong button. I do apologise. Iberia 063, surface winds 240 degrees, 12 knots, runway 24, you are clear for takeoff.
Copy winds, runway 24, clear for takeoff, Iberia 063. Thank you, sir.
And Iberia 063, once airborne, Unicorn 122 right, have a safe flight. Bye-bye.
Once airborne, 122.8, thank you, and have a great day.
ATC message.
All stations on Scottish Control 124.5. I will be closing now, Unicorn 122.8. All of safe flights to destinations, safe landings. Bye-bye, Scottish out. Right, finally, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do 24 minutes ago, and that's actually close. So, I drive myself mad. So, thank you very much again for watching. I know I've already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking the time to watch and to have input. Really appreciate it. I don't know when I'll stream again, but I will try and do another stream soon. And have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you again, and bye for now.
Scottish Control 9 Alpha Delta Lima Bravo, good evening, correction, good afternoon, flight level 430.
9 Alpha Delta Lima Bravo, good afternoon, sir, Scottish Control. Unfortunately, I do have to close, so back to Unicorn 122.8. Have a very safe flight, sir. Bye-bye.
Roger, 122.8, no worries, 9 Alpha Delta Lima Bravo.
I feel a little bit bad now, but he's only flying over, so yeah, it's all good. Right, thank you again. Have a brilliant day, everybody. Bye for now.